All right, no intro music. We're here to talk about the same game. But actually, no, I'm not even gonna say it's the same game again. It wasn't. This was a game where they should have won. They were in commanding control the entire time. They didn't even lose the lead until the middle of the fourth quarter. But I mean, I don't know. I was gonna think of. We're trying to think of ways to talk about the game and what to do, but we're giving the same amount of effort they did in the fourth quarter, which is not anything at all. Matt, you want to talk for a little bit? You can go ahead.
Yeah, it's just disappointing. It's frustrating. It's all the above. It's to me. I hate to sound like that guy. To me, the series is over. The season's over, and I hate saying that, but it's just not realistic to me. It was a game that in game one, it's like okay, like they had the lead, they could have won. This one, it was just it was your game, like you had it won, and you wasted a dominant half by AD. Great shooting performance by D'Lo. You wasted all everything you did in the first 2.5 quarters, and even after the run, because you built such a lead, you had a chance, and you just blew it in the fourth. In the last minute, you still had a chance after that, and it's tough to swallow. They continue to suck in the fourth quarter. They continue to be the most frustrating team to watch in the fourth quarter. I don't know how many. I don't have the stats of. I mean, I don't know how many shots AD took in the fourth.
I don't know how many touches he
Possessions,
had in the fourth. I don't know if he had 5 touches in the
yeah,
entire fourth quarter.
constant possessions without AD touching the ball. Even LeBron in certain possessions. It's like had LeBron not made those two threes, we would have lost by like 8 or something. The game would have been over. It's it's like yeah, it's really not the same. I mean, it's the same in that they played horrible in the fourth, but they weren't just in it. They dominated. They had the game won in the first. That's what was different. And it's like we've seen through two games that we could beat this team, but we haven't, and I don't think we will. I don't think we'll beat them even once because it's like had we won that game, I still would have had questions because it's like the Lakers have shown that they are going to be horrible, even in a game, even in a good game where they play well, they will suck eventually. And if it's a 5 point lead, when they suck, they'll give up the lead, and that's that. The game's over. So I was thinking, even had we won that game, we're not going to build up a 20 point lead every time. AD's not going to have 30 and a half. D'Lo's not going to make 6 threes and a half every single game. So if it's a single digit lead, once we suck because we're going to suck because that's just the Laker way, then there goes the lead and you're not going to catch up to the Nuggets. So it's like we have to be blowing them out every time. So when the Nuggets go on the run, that it's still, we're still up, but we couldn't even hold on to the 20 point lead. So it's terrible.
Bad.
There's nothing like crazy to say. There's no like crazy adjustment. It's just have our best players dominate the fourth quarter like they always do, like Murray just did. Even after a terrible first half, terrible first 3 quarters, he still gets the ball, he still dominates, and we didn't do that.
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever genuinely ever seen a LeBron led team like legitimately scared of their opponent. They they were up 20 points. They were up 10 points going into the fourth quarter damn near. But they knew that they were going to come back, that the Nuggets were going to fight. They were going to show way more fight than the Lakers ever have in this matchup down the stretch. And that was just it. They're resigned to their fate. It just doesn't. I'm gonna save this for when the series is over, whichever way it goes. I won't say that they're going to be swept. I'm expecting them to be swept, but as a Laker fan, I still can't fully give in and say that it's over, despite every rational basketball mind knowing that it is over. This was the best punch. It's like, to me, these last 9 matchups have been a constant Wilder versus Fury, like that trilogy. Today was the Wilder Fury one, where Wilder knocked Fury on his ass, and Fury just got up and beat him. That was it. What the hell else do the Lakers have? They can't go up 20 with 18 minutes left in the game, and they can't win that game. What are we gonna do? What else is there left? What's left for them to do? You're gonna say, oh, D'Lo's gonna actually make 12 threes. He's gonna hit 6 threes in both halves. What? My mind immediately went to this core needing to be broken up, LeBron needing to go, and this is not LeBron's fault necessarily, and this isn't like me saying he needs to. This is because like we're losing because of LeBron. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is the ceiling of this roster. This is the ceiling of this duo with where they are in their careers right now. Until they show something else, until they show that they could look Jokic and Murray in the eyes and actually play basketball with them and not throw the ball up to Austin Reeves for him to reject 5 screens in a row and take terrible shots, or have just possession after possession where neither of them touch the ball, then I look, what are we still doing this for? What are we pretending we're a contender for? People were talking about how we should have it would, if the play-in wasn't a thing, we would be the 8th seed. We would play the Thunder. It's like, okay, cool. So we would have lost to the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals again. We would have done this exact series, but 3 weeks later. Maybe it would have been fun. It would be, we could be making jokes about, or like doing some hope about how, oh, if we just make a couple moves, you know, it'll be different next time we play the Nuggets. It's not different. Our stars are not different, and that's the bottom line. So I don't know what, this is off-season talk, and we're not in the off-season, so I'm going to save it for that. But it just, what else can be done? I don't know. Do you have anything?
No, this. I mean, I know what can be done is LeBron and AD take over the fourth quarter, but they'll never do that. I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll do it against the Warriors, and they'll do it against the Mavs, and they'll do it against the Clippers, but they won't do it against the Nuggets. And it really is like they're just scared of them. And I don't. It just felt so different early in the game, and I said on after game 1, I thought that D'Lo was gonna bounce back, and he did. And shout out to him. And when I saw he bounced back, when I saw that they just really were going to that pick and roll, I was so convinced like this was different. I'm so convinced we had it, and it ended up being like probably the second most frustrating loss in my entire fandom behind when the Dodgers lost to the Astros, because that will never be topped. But it's just it's like I don't know where to go, because I think it's the one team. The way we played today, I think we beat all other 29 teams or 28. Literally, the way there's no way. I don't think we lose to the Celtics playing like that. And it's this one team who it's going to be 2 years in a row now that we've lost to, and we're going to have to go through them every single year because Jokic will never get hurt, and LeBron's only has a certain amount of years. I don't know where to go, and it's just you have it. I mean, what has to happen? They have to win 2 straight, following blowing a 20-point lead. It is at home. There's that. And then from there, you got to win 2 of 3 against them. I mean, the way we've played the past 10 times, you think we're going to win 4 out of the next 6 games?
Yeah.
It's just, there's no...
Yeah, well, we're going to pretend that Vando and Seawood are back, so that'll be something. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. There's not a single human being that is not a Laker fan that believes that. And it's just...
I don't think Laker fans believe it, honestly. They're fans, and I respect it. Like, you root for your team, and I'm gonna try to watch and root, obviously. But no Laker fan that like respects basketball thinks, oh yeah, all we got to do is win 4 out of 7. That's easy. They're not gonna. It's not. It's just they've shown nothing to show that they were even capable of winning one game. Today was the day, and it's just, I don't know. We're not going to really get into a lot of basketball. In fact, probably going to wrap it up pretty soon. Just get our initial thoughts off. But the most frustrating thing to me isn't even about the lack of touches, and that's close. It's up there, but it's in the middle of the third quarter after they come out of halftime. They ran 5 straight LeBron AD pick and rolls. The Nuggets adjustment was to switch Gordon onto AD and put Jokic on Rui. And for some reason, the Lakers thought the reason that LeBron AD pick and rolls were successful was because it was on Jokic, not because it was LeBron and AD. It was because Jokic was so bad they kept going at him. So they went away from it. AD didn't touch the ball for like 4 minutes, and they ran Rui pick and rolls, who hasn't finished a layup since 2022, and he stopped dunking, and he can't get it up against a Jokic and Gordon. So now Rui's at the basket blowing layups, LeBron's smoking layups, and AD's spaced out to the corner because Aaron Gordon's that terrifying in the pick and roll. LeBron can't go at Aaron Gordon. That it's just that's why I say stuff like they feel scared, because there's no other explanation to me. Why would you go away from LeBron and AD pick and roll just because it's Aaron Gordon there? AD was the one scoring. LeBron, just make the pass. But no, we have to make pocket passes to Rui for him to miss every shot AD takes, and he can't. He also can't pass out of the pick and roll. So if he gets it there, you know it's going up and it's a brick. And LeBron couldn't make a layup, and it's just the mentality doesn't give me anything to be confident about. It's not even just the performance; it's the way they adjust to the Nuggets adjustments is just like it's out of fear. They're scared of what the Nuggets are going to do back to them. There's nothing aggressive about it. There's nothing where they're trying to take advantage of something. They're not trying to create an advantage. They're trying to mitigate the disadvantages that they create for themselves. And it's just a scared mentality. They're not winning anything with that. I'll let you have the last words because I'm going to be doing this the entire time.
Yeah, the worst part about that is it affects AD, where it's like LeBron, once it was, hey, he had to finish through Gordon and over Jokic, he just went away from the paint especially after that. Reggie Jackson took that charge. He wasn't able to finish in the paint, so they completely went away from it. But the whole point of that is to get AD the ball, to get AD going. AD was the one scoring out of pick and rolls, like you said. So when we stopped that, it was just AD was not involved at all. And it was Reeves and it was Rui, as all these people except our best player who had like 32 in the first half or something crazy.
He missed one
And
shot.
it was just like it's just that's ridiculous. And like there's nothing more to be said. Like it's not on. AD's not the freaking point guard. You know, I don't know how we wouldn't go away from that. That is the explanation. They have to be scared because LeBron's not stupid. He's one of the smartest players ever. He had to have been scared of what was happening in the paint. And it's just like, yeah, I see fear against the Nuggets, and it's the one team, and it's going to continue to happen. It's probably going to happen the next 2 games.
It is. They have no pride. They haven't shown me anything. They have any respect for themselves as players, as people that play the sport, that get paid to play the sport. And this isn't even they get paid so much. I don't care about that. Just respect yourselves on the court. Attack. Try to play defense. Try to score. I don't know. The Nuggets laugh at the Lakers. And this isn't me editorializing. They literally do. They spent their entire offseason last year not talking about winning a championship. They're talking about how fun it was to beat the Lakers and own the Lakers. That's what they exist to do, is beat us. And they're just doing it and laughing in our faces. So I don't know. Maybe so something's got to change. Whether it's in this series or in the offseason, something's going to change. And that's it for us. Go Lakers.